Welcome to LDO Offroad. I'm Zach Eastwood. In this first episode of the Land Cruiser build, we're going to do a walk around to see what we're starting out with and what it's going to take to bring this truck up to a dependable and off-roadable status. Now, to give you a little background, I own a 1981 Jeep CJ7. Over the last couple years, I've done a lot of work on it and have really come to love my Jeep. There's nothing like driving an old CJ. The lightweight body, short wheelbase, open top, and when it has a Chevy V8 in it, it's just that much more fun. But it seems like every time I take it off-road, something breaks. Now, I know that's part of the fun. I enjoy working on it almost as much as driving it. But it can also be frustrating. So the Land Cruiser project is kind of an experiment for me. I'm curious if I can still enjoy driving and building a truck that is very different from a Jeep in so many ways. My first goal is to get the Land Cruiser to a place where I can drive it off-road safely and feel confident that it'll bring me back home again. I'm hoping that test drive will give me an idea of whether or not I want to keep investing in the Land Cruiser or stick with the Jeep. Hey, I want to show you guys my new Land Cruiser. Actually, just new to me. It's a 91 and it's in pretty rough shape, and so but I got a great deal on it, and so I'm going to spend some time getting it dependable and fixing some of the obvious stuff that needs to get fixed, and then after that we'll kind of do stage 2, which will be to maybe give it a lift, get some new tires, maybe a paint job, things like that. You can see rust in here that we got to fix. Down on the bottom here, we got areas we got to fix, and so that's for sure. Now the other thing is, you can see that it's been in a little bit of a front end collision, so the bumper is all tore up. But I'm okay with that because we're going to take that off of there and make our own bumper that we can mount a winch to. You can also see that the headlight is busted out. Believe it or not, the bulb actually still works, but we're gonna have to put a new headlight in there. It came on 33s, but which is a great size for these, but the tread is pretty low, so we'll have to do new tires sooner or later. It's got the mud flaps still on there. That's not very off-road, so those will probably go. The tail light there has some tape on it. We'll fix that. You can see here the part of the bumper there is bent up, and the tailgate's kind of punched in, and so we'll fix that too. Going around here, the mirror, very loose, very broken. You can see that doesn't stay in there, so that'll be something we'll fix too. Anytime you start with an older vehicle, you can expect to have issues and needed repairs before you take the risk of driving out on the trail and potentially breaking down or getting stuck. Some of the items that I'm pointing out could be considered not important for off-road use. However, my end goal for the Land Cruiser is to be fully functional, and I want to be proud of my truck. Another thing is the hood is held up by these struts, but they're old and leaky, and so it doesn't stay up. We have to stick a stick in here to get it to stay up, but that's not going to work. So I got some new ones of those. We'll put those on there. This engine It has 333,000 miles on it. So it's definitely due for a tune-up. I don't know when the last time it had one of those is. We're going to do distributor, cap and rotor, the spark plugs and new wires, and I also got a fuel filter for it, and we'll start there. But these definitely got to get fixed because that's just not going to work. Also on the lift gate, the same struts on there, they don't stay up, it just wants to fall, so we're going to put new struts on there. Again, they were providing a stick to hold that up. It works, but I'd like to fix it the right way, so we'll get new ones of these on there. So there was a third row of seats in here, but I took them out just to lighten it up, and honestly they were just kind of bouncing around, and I'm not going to haul 7 people in here ever, so I took those out, and then I folded the other ones forward because I don't even have 4 people riding in here right now, so this gives me room to put stuff in there. The dog likes laying in the back there, so that works pretty good for him. I'm going to decide what I want to do about the carpet. It does insulate sound and heat, but I'm kind of interested in seeing if I can find something that's a little bit more utilitarian or functional. I thought about spraying bed liner in here or something, but again, I don't want to lose the insulating factor. So we'll see. I don't know yet. I want to show you underneath here. This is the catalytic converter, and you can see that they've got like baling wire on here, and there's some more here, and it just kind of rattles around. It makes a terrible noise. Every time you start it up, it makes that nasty noise, and driving around on bumps, it's terrible. So we're gonna have to do something about that. We need to off-road the exhaust, I think. The interior isn't too bad. Obviously the driver's seat's pretty tore up, but everything else is cleaned up all right. I actually spent a day just cleaning everything, wiping it down. This is pretty rough. I'd like to figure out how to cover that just so it doesn't look so nasty, but all in all, the interior isn't too bad. Smells a little funny, but that'll wear off after a while. Sometimes I catch myself seeing all the little stuff that needs to get repaired, and I can feel overwhelmed or even discouraged, as if it's a lost cause. So I try to keep an attitude that sees every repair as an opportunity to learn something new and to improve that aspect of the truck. This keeps me invested in the project and promotes creativity. Stay tuned for the following episodes where we address some of these repairs and maybe even discover the need for others. We're going to work on the exhaust, tune up the engine, build a new front bumper, install a lift kit, and more. I'll even do some of those minor functional repairs like the mirror and the gas struts that hold up the hood and liftgate. And of course, we will see how it does on the trail and how it compares to my Jeep. Leave me a comment about the project you're working on, and I hope to see you next time on LDO Offroad. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.